Hello again, YouTube. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a commentary on the Booming Art of War Challenge. This is to get about 100 vills and to advance to Imperial Age, and they give you a time limit of 10 minutes. So let's get right into the video.
You have just reached the Castle Age. Select your town center and train as many villagers as you can with your remaining food. Set a rally point on trees for now.
So you start off in Castle Age, and what I do is I queue up my villagers to the nearest wood line, and as soon as I have enough resources, I build the next TC.
Town centers because you will need more than just one. You now have enough wood and stone to build a second town center near the trees.
And once I have enough wood, I'm gonna go for a third TC by this wood line here, and keeping the main TC going. You're also going to want to make sure you consistently build houses because
Great. Now make sure that this town center is busy by training villagers there as well. But do not forget your first town center. Remember, your town centers should always be training new villagers. Research economic technologies at the lumber camp, mill, and mining camp to improve the gathering rate of your villagers.
Yeah, so I'm constantly producing vills. I don't go for any of these economic technologies. I think the resources at this point you need for villagers to continually produce. If you're investing those resources into technologies, you're not going to have enough floating to constantly be producing villagers. And I've also put some vills on stone because I'm going to be building a 4th TC and a 5th TC, because I'm already at the 7-minute mark and I only have 41 vills. Building houses here as well. At the beginning I deleted my scout just to prevent me from having to build an extra house to get to 101 pop. I only need to get to 100 pop without the scout. I kept a couple on gold just in case I needed to sell at the market. You want to always be pumping out villagers, always building farms, constantly taking off villagers from the farms, and here building my 4th TC, keeping these guys on stone until I have another 100 stone for a 5th TC, as well as using control groups. You want to control group all your town centers.
Research handcart at one of your town centers to greatly improve the gathering efficiency of your villagers.
I didn't research handcart. Didn't want to invest the resources. I think you're in such a short time limit for it to really have an effect. And here's my 5th TC going up. Then I take my villagers off of stone. I don't need stone anymore. Put them all on wood. And constantly moving villagers from wood to create farms. And I think I had one or two vills around, kind of making sure I'm building houses, making sure you don't get housed. 59 vills with 4 minutes left. And yeah, so when you got 4 TCs booming, you're...
To advance to the Imperial Age, you will need gold and to construct either one castle or 2 Castle Age buildings.
You're going to be getting pretty close to being housed pretty easily. You always want to have one vill always building houses, and you also have to build your monastery and a university to make sure that when you have the resources, you're going to be able to click up. This challenge is pretty hard in my opinion. There's a lot of micro that you have to do in terms of control grouping your TCs to constantly producing, to managing your resources, to moving villagers from woods to farms, and building houses, and making sure that you have enough resources to build a monastery and your university. And even up to 2 minutes left, you don't have much food. You need to constantly be producing vills, so you're using up a lot of food just to get up really quickly. 81 vills with 2 minutes left. With the amount of vills it's pumping out, you always have a lot on wood. So 30 on wood is quite a bit. Constantly moving them over. You gotta be pretty fast at this. Constantly moving. You can't get housed. It cuts into your time, as you'll see at the end. I cut it pretty close. 91 vills with a minute left. I barely have enough food. 45 vills on food. And the thing about farms is it takes time for them to build farms.
Be proactive in building houses to prevent
And
your
I'm
town
housed
centers
there,
from
but it's
becoming
okay because they
idle.
don't have a scout.
Monitor your population counter at the top
So
of the
with
screen.
less than a minute left, I know I don't need to be producing any more vills. And I start to use the market.
You now have 100 villagers.
I sell my food,
Still must advance to the Imperial
and
Age to complete this challenge.
have my buildings built, and I can click up.
Well
And there
done.
you go, with 6
You
seconds
have
left.
100 villagers and are advancing to the Imperial Age. Your economy is now powerful enough for you to build large armies and vanquish your enemies.
Very challenging scenario here. Very good practice in managing a whole bunch of things in your economy. This is a pretty big economy and very fast. When you're on 5 TCs, you can boom like crazy, but it does take a lot of food, so you need a lot of wood and redirecting your villagers onto farms as well. So there it is. Tough challenge. Hope that helps you guys. I've learned a lot from this as well.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time.